Welcome back to the next episode of What Now Garage. We're going to start working on a C10 today. It's going to be a short video. I think what we're going to do accomplish today is lowering it. We're not going to do it the conventional way. Like I said, it's not a show truck. It's my rust bucket that I ride around in. So if I was doing it right, I'd do drop spindles, new springs, shocks. Today we're just going to do it old school way. We're going to try to heat up the springs on it, get it down to where I want it to. I'm going to probably cut some blocks of wood, put under it, so when it's lowering, it doesn't go past a certain point. It's not ideal. You want to make sure that the spot that you're going to put it on is going to be level. That way when you're done with everything you do, it's actually cold out today, really cold, so the springs are going to actually cool off a lot faster than it would if you're doing it on a summer day. So it might be in our advantage, or it may be a disadvantage because it takes longer for the spring to get hot enough to lower down. I do know, key point is not to heat the coil on the same side. You want to kind of rotate either counterclockwise or clockwise to make sure you get heat all the way around the springs. You don't want to heat the same coil. You want to kind of vary between the coils. I could just take it apart, cut a coil, drop it down, but like I said, it's going to be a short video, and I'm not really worried about the springs. If I have to, I can always change the springs back out. Maybe get some spindles later on. But for right now, I'm gonna get the panhandle bar out of the sunroom. I'm gonna actually climb under it once I get it on the concrete here, and measure where the actual rear end is. Because the panhandle bar, you want to make sure it's straight. You don't want to be driving sideways and have the axle all the way to one side of the truck. But you do have to make sure that you allow for the bouncing of the vehicle. When we get under the truck, I'll show you. The truck bounces. That panhandle bar is going to want to flex from left to right. Well, the rear end will actually, not the panhandle bar, but the rear end is going to want to flex from left to right with it bouncing on the rear end. So you'll make sure you when you lower it, you have enough room to where you allow for it to actually move and not rub the fenders. My tires are kind of way on the inside of the fenders. They should tuck really nice. I'm not going to go too low, extremely low. It has a really big rake in the back, so the rear is going to have to come down a lot. But I don't want to have it to where the tires are in the fenders, where I got to cut fenders and change fenders. Maybe later on, if I may put an air ride system on it, I may lower it a little bit more. That was going to require a C-notch. But right now, we're just going to get it lowered, get it in the mean stance on it, and make it look good. And hopefully, in the following weeks coming next year, we'll start on the rockers, cab corners, and stuff like that. But right now I'm limited on time. I transferred to a different division where I'm working at now, so I'll try to learn as much as I can. So I got to make sure I get all that taken care of. You know, of course, trying to get y'all some content. But as I see the Mustang still sitting pretty right there in the shop. Oh, there she goes. She finally idled down. But yep, she's still looking good. I did watch a video this morning about how to get the runs out, so on the driver's side, maybe one day we'll do some paint correction on this one, because I'm thinking about actually painting the top of it. I know it's patinaed on the side and everything like that, and you don't want to put a nice fresh paint job on the top, and it's going to look kind of weird, but the blue's so shiny, it just overtakes that dull white. Maybe fill in some of the holes along the windshield, and then kind of tape it off and paint it. I want to get it to where it's white again. But alright, so let me get this thing moved into the driveway. We'll get under the truck and I'll show you what we start doing, alright? There's Deucey. He's the star of the show right there. I know it's about cars, but it's all about him. Alright, so we come back here. I actually got it on the levelest part. I know it looks cracked and everything, but it's actually pretty level from side to side. I'm not really about front to back. I'm not worried about that. As you can see, the rake is pretty significant. So I want to just get a before shot with it. But you can see how much I want to try to get it to where this is actually closer. I want to get rid of all this gap here to where this fender here is actually flush with the top of the tire. Same with the front. I mean, it looks a lot bigger. I mean, when you get down here, I mean, you see the gap there. That's 3 inches. The front. Yeah, I'm doing the old finger measurement. About almost 4 in the back. So I'm gonna have to check to see how much leeway I got under the truck, the rear end, because I don't want to go too low and have it slam in the rear end, the axles and all that stuff like that. So also you want to make sure that you when you lower it, that your angle, your on the rear end, it actually fits the drivetrain, because it's going to want to, you need it to point up at an angle because you're lowering it. It's not going to be straight anymore. You don't want to put any stress on your U-joint in the back when you have other problems. But I think we can get it done today. We'll take a look at it, check it out, get you underneath there and show you what I was talking about the panhard bar and how I'm gonna keep it straight. I'm actually gonna get probably a piece of string with a magnet, stick it up on the frame under there or under the bed, to where I can mark off exactly where the rear end was as it is now. I may just take the panhard bar off completely and just lower it that way first. That way I don't have to worry about the rear end actually moving as it's lowering. I can just take that off all together first, lower it. That way I won't have to move it. I'm going to leave the string up there, that way I can keep the measurement just in case it does move one way or the other. It shouldn't, but I'm going to go ahead and just put that on there anyway, just for precautions. But I may just take that off first. I won't have to worry about the rear end sliding side to side, and then I can just put the panhard bar back on, the new one, back on, and tighten it down. All right, let's get underneath this truck. As you can see, I got the string on there, right on the edge of that center line right there. So I already got the panhard bar off right now. It's right here on the ground. It took a 15-16 to get it off. I figure I get it off now before I started to fight it. Getting it back on. So I mean, I can always install the other one when it comes down some. The only thing I'm worried about is fitting underneath here to get it back on. But like I said, if I got to, I'll just jack it back up and then slide it on and then adjust it from there. I hate to put it on there now and then it not work. But we'll go ahead and just get it done. I guess I can just, I can put the panhard bar on now and then just jack it up and then I guess move it over if I had to. But I got jack stands I'll put under the frame here to catch it as I'm lowering it. And then I only got it probably about 2 inches right now to start off with on the rear end, and then if I need another inch, I'll bring it back down and see how it goes from there. So I got the rear end done. I set the jack stands to 6 notches, but I ended up seeing it was not like low enough, so I dropped it down to 5 notches. So I just heated it up until it hit that. I put tires in the back to kind of weigh it down. I thought maybe putting stacking the tires, when I lift the tires back off, it's going to actually like lift the truck back up. With those springs being that hot, it's going to be weak. The springs are going to be weaker. So it's not going to push the truck back up. But for some reason, I don't know what it is, but this side looks higher. Let's see. Let's go to the other side. I don't know why the other side looks like it's lower. It might just be. It does look lower. I'm about to come down on the other side some more. This side looks really, really good. It's not even touching the jack stand over here on the side. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's just the tires flattered or what, but that looks really good right there on that side. I may try to just stick this jack underneath here and bring it down some more. Let me check. Let me find me a level real quick. Where do I have a level at? See if I can find one somewhere. I know I got one in one of these drawers. Let's find out. I don't know where I like I bought me one. I don't know where the heck I put it. Somewhere in here. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can find my level. I'm gonna try to see how level the truck is, and then I'll go from there. Alright, so what I did was I put jacks in, like I said, I put jacks under the frame to where I can lower it down. It didn't work out like I wanted to, so I just took the jacks out and I heat the coils up all the way around so they keep their shape, so they're not like all whopped and everything like that. I know this one here is close to it. You can see where it's almost like it's touching, but the shape is actually still perfect. I can bounce the truck. It bounces perfect. I got about an inch on each side from the bump stop, which I'm going to end up chopping the bump stops down probably about another ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch to give it a little bit more room to move. But the rear end stayed exactly where it was at from the beginning. So all I do is put the new panhandle bar back in there and be done with it. But all I did was went from one side all the way to the other side. Now it's just cooling. So I took the weight off the back. That way it doesn't keep it down, because you don't want it to stop, lower it and then stop and you're sitting on the bump stops. If I was C-notching it, I wouldn't have to worry about it. I just lower it as much as I want. But I probably have to just put new springs in it if I want to lower it that much. But it wouldn't be that much of a spring. I mean, you can see now it's, with 4 coils on it right now. I had to take a whole coil out and then bring it back down. So it would be a small spring. But I'm going to try to crawl underneath the back and we'll get the new one fitted up and see where I'm going to get it. I'm going to bring the camera underneath there with me so y'all can see me do this. And put the new panhandle bar in. The rear end should be finished. I don't know if I'll have enough time today to do the front because it's getting late. I may do it tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. But right now, it doesn't look much lower. I mean, if you look at the gap on it, it still looks like it's like far away, but that's just the upper angle. But if you step back from the truck, you see how the rear end is. The tires are like right there at the fenders, so I can't go any higher or any lower with the truck on the back end. But it almost looks like it's sitting level there, but I just don't like that huge gap in the wheels in the front. I mean, I can get bigger wheels and fill in the fender wall, but like I said, we put bigger wheels on it, it's gonna raise the truck up higher, so then you're defeating the purpose. So I mean, I'm gonna probably bring the front end down just a little bit. I think the concrete's actually sloping down right there. So if I actually put it on this flat piece here, I might just try to, once I get the panhandle bar, I might roll it forward just to see. But I think the rear is going to be way lower than the front. So I think it's the concrete right there, because it's got like a slope that goes down. So what I am doing, I'll just slide the truck. Once we get that down there, we'll just slide the truck forward and see what it looks like. So let me get this panhandle bar real quick, and then we'll get back. All right, so this is the new one here. You can see I got my cheesy level. It's got a magnet on it, so I stuck it on the truck. The truck's actually like straight side to side, so that's awesome. But this is the part number for it. It's an adjustable, dual adjustable. I already test fitted the bolt to make sure it's actually going to fit. It actually does. So we'll slide up underneath here and get it installed. Hopefully I can slide my big ass underneath there with it lowered now, but cause I don't want to jack it up and move the truck side to side. So I'm gonna see if I can slide underneath there and get y'all set up. So like I said, it's adjustable. I'm gonna try to get this side here in first, the side over here in first. That way I can kind of see how it's going to react. The drive shaft actually is perfect. I don't need to adjust it any at all. Like I said, it didn't lower that much, so it's old one out the way. To give my ghetto paint job I got going on. But like I said, it's dual adjustable, so both ends you can actually adjust. Should be a little plug and play. Check that out, right in there. It's got a lock washer. Probably in y'all's way, but sorry about that. But gotta get to it. Tighten that side up afterwards. Actually, probably should put this side on first. I'm an idiot. Like I said at the beginning of my videos. Go ahead, put this side in first. And then you can just take it and turn it to adjust it. I don't know how much threads it's got. Let me turn some of this out first, and then we'll put her in. Like I said, I don't want to adjust too much on one side. I can always just twist this to get it to where I want it. Put it in here. Like I said, it didn't, like disconnecting that panel bar before I actually started all this was actually good because the rear end did not move. See, that actually works right there. Look at that. Boom. So now all you have to do is just take these nuts, tighten them down actually to the panel bar right there. Hoping y'all can see all this. Make sure the camera didn't move. Only bad when the camera turns itself off. But like I said, you can adjust everything on the fly. Ow, son of a bitch. But sorry about that. My camera's inside of, like I said, I don't have all this fancy equipment like everybody else does. I have it inside of my camera sitting inside of a carburetor right now, holding y'all in place so I can get all this done. Washer, lock washer, nut. I don't even know what size this is. That should be a 15/16. Yeah, 15/16. Tighten down. I'm gonna tighten this down before I tighten the bolts down because I don't want to chance it spinning while I'm doing something. That rear end should be where it needs to be. Trying to look at my clearances on each side. Slide over here. Like I said, since it's lower now, I just want to make sure that the flexing of the truck, if going up and down, it's not going to cause it to hit anything, which doesn't look like it will. Right there. There. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty straight. So, since these are tight, I'm going to go ahead and tighten these down. It being lower sucks because now I can't use my impact on this. I have a 15/16. I might have. Yeah, I got 15/16 socket on it, so I can see if I can get my rack. I'll be right back. I'm gonna keep an eye on that for me real quick. Alright, I'm back. So I get this socket off here. Hopefully I can get this in between there. But at least to get it enough to get where I can get it with the wrench after. Money. So just go ahead and tighten this down. Now it's gonna be easy. Maybe I had to get over that 15 layers of paint I put on there. Like I said, I painted my truck. I got hit by a car. Car ran off the road, hit my truck, and messed the bumper up. So while the bumper was off, I decided to just go ahead and paint underneath my truck because I'm pretty much bored. So that's why it looks the way it looks right now. My impact on this one. Like I said, this is something anybody can do. Weekend warrior or whatever. Just go ahead and take your time. your ride together, man. That's all you gotta do. I could put new hardware, but I mean, this stuff's held everything together since 1969, so why go ahead and change it? There we go. She is on there. Make sure all that stuff's tight before you decide you want to move it, and then rear now out of whack. But that's pretty much it, man. You can sit there and bounce it. She's not going anywhere. See, I still got a lot of flex to it. I mean, I could probably put some shorter shocks on it, kind of help lower it some more. But I think once I get it on that flat concrete over there, it's going to look a lot better. Because I think it's, like I said, the driveway is slanted, so that's probably why the front end looks the way it does. Because of the slant that it's on. So I got all this crap out from under the truck. Little trusty magnet. Krill out here. Alright, so I'll pull it forward and see if what it looks like. Yeah, just what I suspected. If you I turned it around completely, that way I can show y'all how much the driveway slants. It's actually really, really low in the back. At least 1.5 inches lower than the front. Looks really good. I kind of hate to have to lower the front. It kind of looks good that way. Kind of gives that old school 90s look with the rear end a little bit lower than the front. Like that. Come out really good. Like I said, y'all can do this anytime. Like I said, it still has a lot of bounce to it before it actually hits anything. I mean, look. It's not even hitting anything. It's still bouncing. So, yeah, the rear end looks really good that way. Really low. I don't know what it is, man. Lowered vehicles just look awesome. I know a lot of people say, man, you ruined that truck by lowering it. It's mine, man. Just do what you want to do with yours. You know, you can't complain when somebody wants to do something to theirs. But I think it looks really good like that. Oh, yeah. So like I said, daylight's running out. So I may have to do the front another day. I don't know what we got going on tomorrow. I know we got something planned for that night, tomorrow night, and then New Year's Eve is coming up. So we'll be out with our friends and stuff. So I don't know if I'll better get to the front end, but I'll see how it goes. And hopefully we can get this content out soon, because I know y'all ain't had some in a while because it's my job. But yeah, man, I am not mad at that. That is a good looking ride. I need to shine the tires up, make it look even better. But until we can get the front end done, that's it for today. I'll probably put the tire shine on it. I may record it so I can see what it looks like with the clean tires and stuff. But alright, Deuce. Until next time. I couldn't resist. I had to put some tire shine on her. It's amazing. Just doing tire shine makes it look that good. Badass. Alright, folks. Till next. So, I decided we're probably going to have time to do the front end tomorrow. We've probably got a lot of stuff going on this weekend, like I said. We'll do a part 1 of this, the rear end, then we'll do a part 2 of the other side. I almost try to get some content out for y'all so we can get this done. So, just going to wrap it up for this episode here. It'll be short and sweet, which I think a lot of people like. I did a lot more. I wish I It took a long time to heat the coils with the torch I had. If I had like an actual torch, acetylene tank and stuff like that, it's been quicker. But it took so long with the torch. I was just sitting there watching it just blast away at these springs. Like I said, I heat them up evenly. I don't recommend anybody do it. Like I said, I'm an idiot, so I did it anyway. Just because I want it lowered quick, like in a hurry. Like I said, it's my rust bucket. So I used to drive it everywhere until I got to 52. Now it's so cold, it takes so long to crank the 52 up. But this one here cranks up every time. I'll probably am driving this Sunday night, and we go to the bonfire where we're doing this Sunday for our New Year's Eve. Hope all y'all stay safe. Remember, don't drink and drive. Make sure you got somebody driving for you, but have a good time. Everybody celebrate, bringing in the new year. And next year we'll start part 2. We'll do the front end. Maybe we'll get some rockers done at the same time, because it ain't gonna take long to do the front end. I'll have more time, so we can do the front end. Maybe cut away that driver's side rocker, passenger side rocker, and start putting those together. Like I said, I want to get the roof painted, so I want to make it look good. Even though it's not it's shiny everywhere else, but I want it to be shiny too. The way it looks right now, it's cool and everything like that, but I think it'll look a lot better with a shinier top and then rust on the bottom. You never know, I might just fade some patina into it, but I want it to look nice. Even though it's got rust everywhere and it's patinaed, I like it the way it looks. But until part 2, see y'all next time for What Now Garage. Please like and subscribe. Like I said, always comment. I love the comments. I always answer them back. Everybody who's commented so far, I've answered them. So I'm here for y'all. Till next time.